I have this little corner of the garden. This is in the front corner. I am going to try to clear out this little section, and I think I want to put at least one. These are the sunflowers I started. These two are skyscrapers, and I think I'm going to try to transplant at least one right there, and then I might put the other one over there in that corner. I think we'll put it over there, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to add some of the dirt that was from that container of potatoes that were rotting. The dirt's still good, so I think I'll mix it in. Alright, weeds clear mostly, and the skyscraper sunflower is in. I would have liked to put it closer to the fence, I think, but I was worried that the chickens would try to reach through. So it's here. I am thinking I may plant some kind of pumpkin or squash next to it. So we will see. Unfortunately, the tomato plant that I had showed y'all in the May update that was starting to look wilted has just, it's looking even worse today. So it's gonna get pulled up. I'm hoping whatever it is doesn't spread to the rest of them. Just wanted to show y'all what I saw once I pulled this tomato up. See where it had split? This was all together and it was split right here. And I think it just scarred so much that nutrients are just not getting through. And so I think that's what's happening. So it is just because when I was trying to tie it up, it split, and I think it just damaged it too much. Okay, friends, it is now a couple days later, and I'm going to show you what we're dealing with. Do you see? That's one tomato plant there, and one tomato plant there. I don't know what happened. It's just like the other one, except these don't have an obvious split or anything. So I am about to pull them up, which is really sad because these are the Cherokee Purples, which is one of my favorites to slice and eat. And see, there are quite a few on there. Oh, these are getting eaten anyway by something else. But oh, do you see that big worm on there? Well, it's about to die anyway, but my plants are dying, so I have come with snips and gloves, and we're gonna pull these out. I've seen several people in one of our local gardening groups saying that they've had some kind of wilt, and I don't know if that's what this is, but we're gonna pull them out. And I have other Cherokee Purple tomatoes. They are in pots in my driveway, and honestly that's probably where I'm gonna keep them in case this is something in the soil. This is just, I don't see any of the other plants suffering, but this just happened like within a day. They went from great to not, and then it was really hot, and so I was worried that maybe they just, even though the other plants looked fine, well, maybe they're Cherokee Purples, they could be sensitive to the heat, and so I watered them really good, and they just look worse the next day. So I don't know what it is, but we're pulling them out, and I may just plant something else there. Okay, tomato plants are pulled out, and y'all, I'm just gonna say I'm sad about the tomato plants, but I do have more. I always have backups. Well, I try to always have backups. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna plant those out here, just in case it is something with the soil. And I was thinking I needed to plant something else in its spot, but y'all, look, I'm just gonna say I think this was a blessing in disguise, because look, now you can really get an appreciation for the cucumbers. If you saw my May garden update, I said I thought the cucumbers were dying. And you know, I don't know why they're turning brown at the bottom. But I have never had cucumbers grow this tall and this many. And so I think they're looking happy. And I think I'm gonna leave them. And I may plant something. You know, I have the bush beans all in the front, and I may try to squeeze in a few more, like right here in this empty spot. But I think this might be a melon I planted right here in the corner. So this might be good for now. Like this might be enough. And I definitely don't want to mess up the cucumbers. I mean, they're amazing. And my family can eat at least 2 or 3 of these. These are the pickling type. And look, see, that one's probably ready now. And they will eat 2 or 3 of these fresh a day. And that's not even counting whatever I might make for actual pickles. And even with that, we might end up with some extra, or I might end up having to learn how to make pickles that I can actually not store in the refrigerator, but store on the shelf. And we're gonna call it a blessing. So I am really sad about the tomatoes, and I hope I don't lose any more. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be thankful about the cucumbers, because I certainly did not realize I couldn't see how massive the cucumbers are. I knew that they were doing good, and I've been picking several, but I like it. Okay, y'all. I am hot and sweaty and dirty, but I wanted to show you after I pulled out the 2 tomato plants that were wilted, I started pruning 2 on the other side. This is the pile I have. It's gonna be, well, some of that, you can see the orange flowers, that's nasturtium I pulled back, but the rest of that is all tomato. Honestly, I'm running out of daylight, and I need to go check on supper. So, I'm probably just gonna kick it further out and then deal with it tomorrow. And hopefully all the worms that were in there won't make it back to the garden. I'm gonna show you. Remember, I talked to y'all about how important it was here, especially, to keep your tomato plants pruned. And it has been raining so much that I have not stayed on top of it. And the ones I just pruned, a lot like these, which are just everywhere. And when I looked closer, much like these, actually those look like they're getting sick, but there were holes and caterpillar poop. And so I got to work. Those 2 were the worst. And so this is what they look like now. You can see I just went to town and pruned every leaf that looked like it had caterpillar damage. There's still some, and I might try to grab those, but see, most of that is caterpillar poop, and so I think it'll just wash off. I did pick a bunch of tomatoes that had holes in them. Same thing with this one. And there we go. So this is, you know, why I try, but this is not perfect gardening. This is real life gardening. And we all only have so many hours in the day, and there's weather to contend with and time. I did also prune this one. It also had a lot of damage. Hopefully it'll be okay. And I'll try to come out here early in the morning tomorrow and work on the rest of them. But I want to show you what I was looking at. See all those holes? They were just getting eaten up. And almost everyone that I just got to where I didn't even look. I just started picking them off. And because there's just, you know, there's just tons. I can't, of course I pick up one and I don't see, oh yeah, look. See the little worm? Anyway. Oh, and there's another one. He's a little bigger. They're just everywhere. And so that's what we're dealing with. It happens. It's important to check every day, and I haven't really been able to. So that's where we're at. Anyway, just thought I'd update y'all. I still think I'm still super excited about the cucumbers. There's a ton of cucumber growth where I just pruned those other tomatoes too, and so I may try to untangle and weave up those cucumber plants tomorrow. But like I said, I don't know if you can tell, but I am losing daylight and I need to get supper done for my kids. Well, it's in the oven. I need to go check on it. So I will see y'all next time.